Jamaica people, welcome back to Yardie TV. Could it be a reality sooner than later that these words from first time Member of Parliament Dr. Alfred Dawes hit the ruling JLP government like a lightning bolt in the next general election? Please listen to MP Dawes.
Of the debates and of all that was said, the one thing I agree with the member from Trelawney South is that an overhaul of the standing committee, of the standing orders, will not solve the problems that we face in the House, where meaningful debate is overshadowed by the conflict that the gossip columnists love so much. However, I depart from our thinking in describing the new breed of politicians in almost a derogatory way. I consider myself a new breed of politician, but I tend to think of a different mindset in thinking why I consider myself a new breed. Not that we tend to be disruptive. What the House and the Speaker and Jamaicans looking on should understand is that we are all students of Thoreau, and where one does not have power and those in control of the power do not offer justice, then the only alternative is civil disobedience. And I state this clearly. History has shown it throughout every independence movement. In the Westminster tradition of government, the government or ruling party extends courtesies to the opposition, not as charity, but as insurance. To understand that one day the majority will become the minority. Unfortunately, the government members of this House give the impression that they will be in government forever. And too many on that side of the House behave that way. But let me explain to you today and just end by saying, in the next general election, there is a possibility that the lucky among you will be sitting here and the unlucky will be sitting outside of the House.
Thank you very much, member from St. Catharines Southeast. The member from Portland Eastern. Yes, you are next, and then House Leader will close. And when I say, and then House Leader will close, and finally House Leader will close, I do not want to be misrepresented either here or on social media. The word final, as Hansard indicated when I last spoke, and I said the final question came from, and then Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister would speak. Hansard verified, I said final. And final means last. Go ahead now, my dear friend from Portland Eastern.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I too am compelled to make a contribution in relation to the standing orders. There has been many things said by members who have participated, but I just wish to say that there are young people who are watching. There are young people who will find their place and a sense of identity from this very room. There are young members in this parliament that have brought a new dynamic to the parliament in a positive light. I will only say to my colleagues on both sides that, you know, when it comes to mentorship, when it comes to doing the right thing, when it comes to a sense of integrity, which is doing the right thing when nobody is watching, the political pageantry is preventing us from advancing the business of Jamaica. Yes, in relation to when race, culture, gender, all of these things are significant because we are reflections of out of many one. I have raised in private that there is serious dislike for how women are treated in this parliament, including from the elder to the younger. If we bring race into it, if we bring politics, all of this is something that is detracting from the best contributions that can come from each and every one of us. The standing orders, nonetheless, is something, even as it is being amended, revamped, reviewed, with a view to improve the parliament, I'm inviting all members to take time to actually look what is inside the standing orders. This is an indictment on the entire parliament to which I am a part of. It makes us, when young people stop me and say, MP, what is going on? Why are you trying to tell us that we are to respect ourselves when there's no respect? And it's individually and it is collectively. I am only urging members, because this is not to single out any one member or to differentiate from the speaker. We all got a mandate to be here. The respect that is to come from all of us is one where we appreciate that as we make our contributions, sometimes if we listen, we're saying the same things. Sometimes if we take a minute to look what is inside the standing orders, maybe we wouldn't be so quick to oppose. Maybe we wouldn't be so quick to think that we have to participate and say something. And it can be most embarrassing when at the end of it, there is something that is called internal locus of control and external locus of control. We are individuals, and I can say this, I would never disrespect anybody in this house to say nobody have sense. I don't believe that. And because we have contributions to make in our own expertise, maybe if we sometimes wait until it reaches what we know, Damien is not here, but when math is on the floor, I sit. That type of exchange advances the country. There is a new dynamic where I think that emotions is ruling this parliament, and collectively, until it changes, we are the king's parliament. Collectively, both sides, opposition, government. And I will only say that the disrespect, whether it's on mic, off mic, it's heard in spaces, and it is most embarrassing. If we do a reset following the review of the standing orders, the hope is that the country's business can be done, and a lot of the time that is wasted, much ado about nothing, is something that maybe I will hear, Madam Speaker, can we suspend idleness and get on with the government's business? And that is my humble contribution. Thank you.
House Leader.
Madam Speaker, I thank the members for their contribution, and I will say that based on the last contribution from the member from Eastern Portland, I